All these no-name critics following these damn gimmicks. The modern-day hustler is just a fan's image. So much ignorance, what grade did you finish? No full-time artists, only fools rhyming garbage. You cats make my flow look even more flawless. I sound arrogant, but I do search for knowledge. Okay, gather round, let me show you what evolve is. I don't make up dances, I sip champagne.
Gotta give shout out to Mike Oompa. That was actually his.
Let's get him again.
Gave that idea. He was like, yeah,
I never fake jacks just to watch my end stagnant on a level so high that I'm tripping on rap. All these no-name critics following these damn gimmicks. The modern-day hustler is just a fan's image. So much ignorance, what grade did you finish? No full-time artists, only fools rhyming garbage. You cats make my flow look even more flawless. I sound arrogant, but I do search for knowledge. Okay, gather round, let me show you what evolve is. I don't make up dances, I sip champagne. And I won't sound like Jigga just to get that fame. Original rude boy, so I get that change.
What's
and I
that?
ain't found a rapper that can spit my name. But I'd love to see it blown up on the damn train in this game.
Yo, what up?
What up, everybody? Episode what?
3,000.
Andre 3 Stacks.
3 stacks, baby.
Everybody, welcome back to the Café Soul Podcast, episode number
3, baby.
Tres for you ESL students.
Damn.
Hey, ESL, I got put in that class one time.
Did you?
Just because my name's Jose.
As you should.
You know what? You know what's the crazy thing is I ditched that class too.
Damn.
How you did ESL?
Well, is it because you think it's like, well, it's something I already know? Like, what are you going to teach me that I don't already know?
I was offended.
Why? Because you're American?
No, I was offended because it fit. Like, yeah, I do belong here,
If
but
the
I
shoe
don't.
fits.
Yeah.
What do they say? You're just. Well, they say truth hurts, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I do belong here, but do I? Because because the assignments they give you is like, they're teaching you basic English. My English is a little better than basic.
Yo, check it out. So we're back, episode 3. So far, so good, I believe. We don't got a whole lot of views on the second video, but that doesn't mean we're not gaining traction. And I think, I think we're onto something good. I think I'm gonna say this at every intro.
They're gonna hop on. Eventually.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like how could you not like us? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, likable people.
Yeah. It may be a little tough at first, but hey, check it out. So anyways, yeah, episode 3, we're back, Café Soul. And we want to thank everyone
for watching.
Yeah, for watching. And
listening.
If you haven't tuned in yet, you're going to eventually find out about us. And yeah, so with all that being said.
Hold on. Birthday weekend for somebody?
Oh, shit. Are you aging me right now?
Damn, aging you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or time is aging me. Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah. So I got a birthday. Yeah, it is the birthday weekend.
Yeah. We got to say happy birthday to Mr. Bobby Vicious.
Yes. I'll be 40 something, you know what I'm saying?
Send them bottles because apparently.
Oh yeah. You ain't lying. Hey, you can never have enough bottles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you want to reach out, just hit us in the DMs at a Café Soul podcast 80. I'll try to link it in the description. If it isn't linked, then you can just do it the old school way.
He takes Total Wine and More gift certificates. Fucking Bevmo gift certificates.
Yeah. What are we trying to get? What's the one that we talked about? The fucking Tiger Bomb or Tiger Bone?
Oh, nah.
What is that?
Is that
what it's called? What's it called?
Is that the stuff that they
Tiger Bone?
Yeah, no, I don't.
I can't hear it because of the East Coast accent.
Yeah. It's Tiger Bone. Yeah,
oh, Tiger.
That's like. Do you know it's like a Chinese
It's
wine?
like a ginseng or some shit, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to try that shit? Hey, for anyone who, if you're interested, I'm more. You know what? Send me your favorite bottle.
There you go.
Send me your favorite bottle, and
because we'll drink anything.
Yeah, and I'll review it on the podcast, and yeah, that should be interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying the Tiger Bone.
Yeah, I don't know shit. I just watch it on like the fucking the Math Hoffa. What is it? What's the Math Hoffa?
Yeah,
the podcast. What is his Expert Opinion?
Expert Opinion.
Yeah, so on Expert Opinion, I seen him giving out shots of that shit the other day.
They do it on a Drink Champs as well, right?
Yeah, originally it was a Drink Champs. Fucking
shout out to all those podcasts. Dope.
And it's like they're touching on subjects that that we're interested in. You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
I just barely found the Math Hoffa podcast,
Mm.
but what's kind of killing me is like he has Tony. The one I started watching was the Tony Yayo one, and the way he released it is like snippets only.
Yeah.
And it's like 10 minutes, 11 minutes,
Yeah.
8 minutes. And I'm like, yo, just release the whole fucking podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, but I get it, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to generate
It's
interest.
the game.
Yeah.
It's the game.
But,
No pun intended on that.
hey, I like that. I like that. But yeah, so, but it's dope. Like, I didn't really know much about Math until he was, I mean, just based on the freestyle battles and shit that he was doing, you know, or whatever, the battles and all that shit. So,
Got a pretty good right cross.
oh, yeah, you
Got
ain't
a
lying.
pretty good right cross.
Or does that other guy just have a weak ass chin? You know what I'm saying?
One of the two.
Yeah.
He's
I don't think I've ever been snuffed before. I might have been snuffed. No, I don't think I've been snuffed. But I think my chin's all right. I ain't asking you guys to test it, please. That's not even what I'm getting at. But I don't know what it's like in my 40s either. I think maybe when I was younger, I might have gotten tested and it was just, you know, it held up. You know what I'm saying? It held up. But.
Man.
Anyways.
So you know what? I was looking at something, Doug, and I want your opinion on it. Because I don't know exactly what it's going to be, and I know you're going to say something crazy. But how do you feel about or even if you saw it, did you see Mr. West's shirt that he was wearing?
I did see it. I try not to. I try not even to look at the thumbnails, or I try not even to look at the comments or the captions, because I know a lot of that shit is clickbait, and everyone's just like voicing their opinion, like I'm doing right now. But at the same time, what I do know is this: from what I gather, he does have some valid points on certain things, right? When you actually hear him get to speak in context, right?
Yeah. When you
and
I agree.
But then there's some other outer space shit. Like I was on the train, dog. I was on the Kanye redemption train. Like hell yeah, dog. I'm with it. Me personally, I don't give a fuck about anyone else.
Yeah.
I don't care about what anyone really says. And until you actually, and if you've never been in a relationship or been in a marriage or had kids or had like, you know, baby mama issues or no, like.
Until you've been in those shoes,
You can't really give your opinion. Or
exactly.
you can give you're entitled to in your opinion, but it doesn't mean shit. That's the way I look at it, right? Like when I was younger, I used to be like, if my girl did this, fuck that. I ain't gonna put up with that. I'm out because I'm this. You know what?
That's the first thing you'll put up with once you're stuck.
Yeah. Then I got older and you know, and I just like matured, and I realized like, damn, I love my girl. Well, I knew that before, but what I'm saying is like,
I ain't leaving over this.
It's the ego. It's the ego that. So as soon as you can eliminate the ego or stop losing a battle to the ego, you're going to realize that you're going to put up with a lot more shit that your ego says when he's drinking, he or she's drinking, or or with a group of friends, and you guys all have the same energy in the building, and then that's why I say when you're in those shoes, you're going to react a different way, and I don't wish that upon anyone, right? Good, bad, or indifferent. So before I actually give my opinion on that, I don't know what it's like to be a billionaire. I don't know what it's like for people to use me. I don't know what it's like to lose a parent.
A parent, yeah.
I don't know what it's like to have your someone that you look up to maybe turn their back against you.
Yeah.
Because of some shit you got wild on, because they were like, yo, I got your back. We're breaking bread.
Yeah.
We're the king of the throne. What's their album? The Throne. What's the Throne album?
Watch the Throne. Watch the Throne. Yeah.
Right. So someone where you're like, hell yeah, you know, we're doing it. I got your back. Because you know what it's like. You're sharing moments, right? You're sharing moments, and then maybe you speak out of tone, right? And you're like, you give your opinion, and then that person doesn't really agree with you, and they kind of like turn their back against you. And you're like, damn, like I thought we were homies. I thought you were gonna ride with me till the end. So what I'm saying is, I don't know if he's just being controversial. I don't know what that even has to do with fucking anything, to be honest with you. Yeah. Like, why make those statements?
Yeah. And I get what you're saying.
Like, are you a fucking politician? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you running for office? Like, what the fuck's the point of that? And then with fucking Candace Owens?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Yeah. So here's my deal. It goes totally against the Kanye we were introduced to. However, you're allowed to grow as a person.
Yeah.
If that's the growing, if you call that growing,
Yeah.
you know. But then it's kind of like that, you know, when you introduce yourself as a certain character, It kind of feels like, were you full of shit at the beginning?
Yeah. So what part is really you, or yeah, like were you
Yeah,
playing?
because he was,
playing a part?
he was kind of like he was kind of active. He was active in his how can I say? I don't want to say he was. I hate the term woke. I hate that shit. So I don't want to say that because woke people need to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But he was, just kind of what his character was based on. I don't want to say he's, not an activist, not, but still,
Yeah.
his mom seemed like she raised him right,
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, I mean, shit, just this is just off that Netflix shit. I mean, damn, she supported him big time.
Yeah.
My mom would never recite my lyrics back.
Right. Yeah.
She wouldn't. If she did, it'd be with a crazy accent. Love you, mom, but still.
But do you also think that maybe this is gonna sound weird? This is like this should happen. So do you think maybe obviously that's her son, right? She's in love with her son. Like you're my
Yeah,
son.
yeah.
I raised you because it's just them two, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
But do you ever think that it's and people may not be able to understand this or think it's gross, but do you ever think that she kind of seen whatever she's seen in his dad and him, and she was love? And I don't mean I don't mean on any sexual nature, obviously.
No. You mean in character, like watching somebody live again, watching somebody live twice. You watch
like the favorite part of the guy
Yeah.
you decided to have a kid with.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the same way they say like girls be like, yeah, he loves his mom more than he loves me and this.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
like because it's just different. Well, I don't love her like I want to do it.
Yeah,
like I'm
no.
trying to
It's a
bang her.
different type of love. It's a different, completely different type of
So
love.
you kind of get what I'm saying when I say
yeah,
that.
I know where you're going with it, and,
Yeah.
and I like it. I like where you're going with that because
It's like that unconditional.
yeah,
like,
it's unconditional. That's exactly what it
yeah.
is.
It's like the man. I don't know if it was lust or love because I can't speak on the situation between
Yeah.
Donda and Kanye's
Yeah.
dad, but maybe they had a connection. Well, whatever it was that got her to sleep with him, right? Because she doesn't seem like she's just like, oh, you want to fuck? We met at the club and we just
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah,
She
of
doesn't
course
seem
not,
she
of course
doesn't seem
not,
that
yeah.
way, right? Or rest in peace to her. But maybe it was one of those things where like she didn't even realize, no one really realized it, but Kanye absorbed all that love to where she just kind of was like, yo, I like. She just let him be. Like she didn't correct him sometimes when he did go off on a tangent. And sometimes, like I remember, there was times where I thought I was doing the right thing, or I thought I was representing myself, or whatever it is, right? And my mom and dad had to put me in check certain times separately, right? Not even on the same occasion, just different
Different ways, yeah.
And they put me in check. Did she ever put that fool in check, or she just let him be like, no, you can be whatever you want, you can do whatever you. This is your world, Everyone else is just living in it. Did she correct that? Because because that's what it seems like. It seems like he don't give a fuck about anything. Just like, yo, this is me, this is my opinion, and this is what's real, and this is what's right. Like I said, I'm not saying that's wrong. What I mean is, she raised him just to be open, where it's your world. Everyone else is living in it, and there's that thing too. That could be bad because look at now, like he's got a there's a lot of people that are going against him now. Not going against him, but have an opinion.
Have an opinion.
That and maybe his show on fucking on the Drink Champs. Maybe kind of push people away a little bit. People that were cool with him, like the way he was going at. I don't know. Did he go at John Legend?
Yeah. Well, he kind of.
But Talib,
Talib,
and John,
Mos,
and Common,
Mos. Yeah.
No, I think he avoided Mos.
Did he avoid Mos?
It was Common. I think it was Common, Talib.
And Talib. Yeah. I don't remember.
John.
Yeah, I don't remember verbatim what he said, but I know he did.
If I remember right, like you said, I don't remember verbatim as well, but like I remember just like some key points, and it's just like. Don't air out your homies on.
That's family. That's family business.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's family business.
And so it just goes to show you, like how dog, how are you gonna look? I like the game every once in a while.
Bobby's podding now.
I like the game every once in a while. I relate to some of his shit. I don't relate to the lame shit. I'm a fan. He's a fan. He's also a dope lyricist. I ain't gonna say he's a dope MC. Yeah. He's a dope lyricist. Yeah. He can copycat and mimic styles and try to like make it his own to do this and do that. He could do that. He has the ability to do that, and a lot of people don't. But what I don't fuck with is like how he burns every bridge.
Every bridge.
And so Kanye,
Oh,
by
shit.
him, getting that shit with Kanye, like how the fuck did like he shit on Kim K? I mean everybody, right? And then don't get me wrong.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm sure Kanye
Yeah.
knew beforehand, like, yo, I'm about to get in this. I'm about to feel how warm it is inside, right?
Yeah.
But he knows in his heart, and I'm sure he knows, dog. Like everyone, every what do you call that? Like coworkers, right?
Yeah.
Other MCs, other rappers,
yeah.
they all been in it.
Yeah,
Drake been in it. Game been in it. Everyone's been in it, right? But he was,
At least it appears that way.
so they say.
So they say.
So how you gonna help Game out and do that joint that they did with the monkey on the Yeezy or whatever that shit
easy,
was.
Yeah.
It's like how you gonna throw a bone to this cat?
Mm-hmm.
This is the guy that made a song about your wife, a diss song about you while you guys were married, because he has no filter.
Yeah.
And you're willing to go back and break bread with a dude who shit on you, who you worked with at a time in his career where you didn't need to work with him. You were the hottest producer at the time. You didn't need to do shit with him.
Yeah.
And he still went back. Like, look at the way he treats Dre and 50, biting the hand that fed him, right? And then, like, all this other, like, wild shit. So, basically what I'm getting at is, like, how the fuck is Kanye going to go work with that and then at the same time still try to, like, get his wife back, right? Because even though he didn't really shit on Kim K as far as Kanye, like, he didn't really shit on her, but he's more shitting on Pete.
Gotcha. Yeah, of course.
And it's just like, but to me, I'm like, yo, where's the logic in that? Where's the reasoning in that? As a man, you're saying you want your family back. Look what you're doing. You're getting with the dude.
Go get the family. Forget about
Forget about everything else.
Forget about everything else. Yeah.
Forget about any platform. Forget about any record. Forget about any. I'm not saying no. Don't forget about the
at this
the
point,
apparel. Don't forget about the apparel.
At this point, I think him mentioning Homeboy's name just made Homeboy bigger.
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah.
Because he's way too big.
Yeah.
To be, pause on that. To be mentioning somebody like that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, he. I mean, come on. It's like him coming. It's
especially
like
someone who hasn't grown.
Yeah,
he kept his same lane in music. He hasn't grown. Everyone else has grown. Everyone else is like, like. Kanye did the apparel thing. He's doing dog. He's just so much bread, right? Jay-Z went and did all his shit, right? I don't even know what Jay-Z did exactly, so I'm not gonna say it right. I'm gonna sound dumb, but obviously he big bossed by getting with Beyonce. You know what I mean? So and plus he's just like a business-minded guy. And who else? My favorite fucking guy. As much as I love Jay-Z, I love the lyricism. I love all his bars, his simile. I love all that. But what I do like is that gangster shit, dog. I like that fuck you, what you gonna do, 50 Cent, dog.
Yeah.
And not the end the club 50 Cent. I say end the club. I never say it that way, but that's the way the title is.
You're talking ghetto Quran 50 Cent.
Yeah. I'm talking I don't believe you murder. Murder. Your life's on the line. That's the shit.
And it's funny because now you tied it all together for me now. I found a common ground in between everybody who you just spoke to.
It's Bobby Vicious, baby.
Check this out. So now, do you believe that women can raise men? Because are all these people that you just mentioned, were they all raised by their mom?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Ooh, that's a good one. You're right.
Does that make them be like that type of character?
Okay, so what doesn't get talked about? You're right, but that's a fucking good point.
All these people you just spoke to were raised by their mom.
But a lot of these guys that you're talking about don't talk about the male influence.
Yeah, well, there is none. There
is,
but
the street.
It's
whoever. It's whoever the street guy was, right?
Yeah.
The one who taught him how to cook crack. The one who taught him how to cook dope. The one who taught him how to
how to turn that dime bag into some money.
Yeah.
But still, when you go home and rest your head, there's one person telling you,
mom's crib. Yeah,
it's mom's crib.
Yeah.
So that's a comment. Can we go back even further than that?
Shit, let's do it.
Can we go back even further than that? I mean, we could put Pac in that conversation.
You're right.
Same characteristics.
You're right.
Same upbringing.
And these are also all like males that act like alpha males.
Yeah, no.
And they were raised without an alpha in their life.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, shit. Yeah.
Right?
Damn
yeah,
it.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Gotta sometimes applaud women. Because
Yeah.
if you really think about it, that's...
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, they make pretty good leaders. They make pretty good leaders. Damn good leaders.
So what I've noticed about like a female supervisor is it's cut and dry. It's this and this and this and this. When it's a male,
Yeah.
it's a connection. Like, hey dog, I got you.
Yeah.
Don't trip. You need that. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
But when it's a female,
Yeah.
it's like no.
There's nothing like that. Yeah,
because there's no connection.
Because you can't make that connection.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Unless you're like gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe she's like. Something on the slide, but I mean, what are the chances of that? Right?
Yeah,
and we're talking about like these are just different opportunities, but for the most part, it's not the same. It's not like we're gonna kick it after work and have a beer. Like there's not that little connection that you can get because like I said, with the woman, it's just cut and dry. Like
and they just delegate shit better.
Yeah,
like we are so unorganized.
Yeah, because there's no connection. There's no emotional connection to us.
Yeah.
Unless there's something that's like relationship wise.
Yeah,
but for the most part, there's no relationships between your supervisor at work.
Yeah.
I'm not saying always, right? I'm just saying, and generally speaking, to go with what you're saying, yeah, dog. Like to me, they're the best. Like they're the best. I don't know if I want to say leaders, but like you said, delegators and getting shit done. Like we got to complete this task. Let's get this shit done. Boom, boom, boom. Fuck everything else.
Yeah.
You know.
So
we'll celebrate afterwards.
Yeah. Safe to say that like the saying goes is behind every good man there's a good woman.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Right on.
Damn, dog. That's a good way to tie that shit.
You know what? I just it was a needle. You were threading the needle.
Yeah.
You were threading the needle. I was just like, and I was just sitting here thinking, and I went down the line. I was like, because all these acts that you mentioned, including 50, his grandma.
Yeah.
It was one of those things. It was specified.
But can I go a little bit deeper?
Yeah.
With you?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing your household situation growing up, you didn't come across like that. You didn't come across as like I'm the alpha or I'm this or
more of a, how can I say?
But not.
No.
Not
I
in
know.
a negative way.
No. I know, but because with me, it's more of a making sure everybody's okay. I gotta be the eyes behind your head because I have 4 younger siblings, and I was taught to just make sure that they're okay.
Yeah.
And that's why it's more along the lines of, I'm real observant.
Yeah.
I'd like to know where I'm at. I'm gonna see where I'm at, and I'm gonna make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you've never been stabbed in your back, boo.
I agree, 100%.
And
there's a lot of motherfuckers that want to stab me too. Sure, but hey, I don't give a fuck.
But it's one of those things. It's watching and avoiding the problem before it happens.
Yeah.
Or seeing the problem before it happens.
And to go with what you're saying, like a lot of time, I was focused on whatever issue was in front of me.
That issue was in front of you, yeah.
I think because I didn't have to worry about.
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about my back.
Yeah. You played free safety.
Yeah.
What does a free safety do? Watches the whole field.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Damn, that's a good way to put it in. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he does. I mean, he doesn't have to be the best player on the field because you got linebackers that are the shit.
Yeah. Because there's other key components. Right? There's other key components.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, and that's how it is.
Yeah.
That's how it is. No need. Don't get me wrong. I've always had a voice. I just haven't really had a.
I never felt like you were trying to make up for something. That wasn't in your life or that.
Yeah,
no.
You
know what I mean. So when I made that statement or when I asked you that question,
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. It's one of those things. Yeah.
To be honest, like I didn't really even think that there wasn't like a father figure in the crib.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
That's a whole that's a whole other topic. And I mean there was, but I mean like I said.
No, I mean like to go with what we're saying about like.
Yeah,
it was moms because who'd you you only listen to moms.
Yeah,
who did you beef with? Moms.
Yeah,
what did you beef with over these issues? Right.
Yeah, these issues. Yeah.
And so I take that back. That was your alpha moment.
Yeah,
that's your alpha moment,
yeah.
Right? Like where you're like no, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like mom raised you that way.
Yeah.
And
That's
then,
how it goes.
and then you're sticking up on shit like, yo, I ain't gonna fucking tell me nothing.
Yeah, and that's it, and that's exactly it. To where you're.
I think what I was getting at was the like the lashing out on.
Does that make us contrarians? Is that what you're saying? Like we're just kind of opposed to everything?
Yeah.
Because I think that's kind of like what you and I have in common a lot is that if it's a common thought between everybody, I want to challenge it.
I agree.
I want to challenge it, and it's not that I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
I want to challenge it.
It's because there's always a flip side, right?
Yeah.
And if it's that, like, if we all see shit from one angle, but it's like, wait, there's other angles people are looking at it at, and I want to analyze it from every single angle. I want to get the best opportunity to approach any situation, issue, or any advancement in a career or any moment. I want to be able to address that head on from all angles, right? And that's why they say, like, oh, do your research. It's kind of like the same concept,
pretty
right?
much. It's pretty much, yeah.
You know,
yeah. Let's look at the whole. Let's look at the big picture.
Yeah.
Let's not just look at the.
And what I did growing up, and I think what hindered a lot of my growth growing up is I didn't understand any of that. I was just like tunnel vision. I feel this way. This is not fuck you, fuck this, whatever it was. Excuse my language, right? But sometimes that's where I stood. Like, this is where I'm planting my feet, and this is where I'm standing.
Yeah.
And if you're not with me, you're against me, and that's the bottom line. But it's like not allowing anyone that was like reasonable, right?
Yeah.
That was
and it's
like to affect my decisions, and it's just like, yo, shut the fuck up, Bobby, and let.
Have you noticed later in life, for you, especially for you, I noticed the people whom you were against before, you end up having a lot in common with.
Straight up.
Why is it that enemies sometimes become good friends?
Because
is it do you just have mutual respect?
No.
Or is it more of the thing like...
There's got to be a connection.
There's got to be what do you think it is?
And then I put up a facade.
Yeah.
Of like, no, fuck that, because I didn't like you from here, so why... I can't make that connection. You're like, no, hell no. But then it's like when you grow up, you know, so you kind of like...
Yeah, you notice, there's more of a common ground now.
Yeah, and you're like, wait, what? Oh, fuck, we're the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's...
But to go with that, so like when you're in a neighborhood, or you know, when you're from a certain neighborhood, or from, what do you do, dog? Like when we're out and about, what do? We go and we when we go into a bar, when we glance the room, do we look at old boy with the boat shoes on and the tight pants, or do we look at the homeboy with the Dodger hat and with the white tee and the
more of the same? Yeah, more of the same. More of the same.
What do? We scope through them like, okay.
I got to check if there's steel toes on. I got to see everything. Yeah.
And it's like we look for people like us to beef with.
The similar,
To beef with people that are just like us.
Yeah, why?
I don't fucking get it.
Is that the alpha part?
Because we don't look at Chad. I mean, we look at Chad like, fuck you, Chad, right?
Yeah,
right away, like, you know, whatever. But
your little pink ass shorts.
Yeah, but we ain't beefing with Chad. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
You know,
you ain't even talking to him.
That's my sublime homie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put that vato right there. Like, fuck that fool.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like, you know what I'm saying?
And
like,
the thing is that you guys could probably have everything in fucking common.
Hey, and the
everything.
Not only everything in common, we're fucking third cousins.
Yeah. You guys are drinking the same beer at the bar.
Straight up, dog.
The same drink.
Straight up.
The same drink.
Straight up.
The same drink. But why is that?
The bartender that he's cool with is my fucking cousin.
Fuck. See?
And my cousin's like, y'all don't know why you fools beefing or whatever. It's just weird.
It's
weird.
too close to the animal kingdom, dog. Yeah. It's too close to the animal kingdom. It's just That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. And that's the shit. That's the shit we have to grow out of, right? But we have to recognize those issues when they're
nip it in the butt.
Yeah,
nip it in the butt. Yeah, I can't fucking talk.
But to tie this all in, as much as I want to have an opinion on Ye and make it like factual, it's just an opinion and it stinks, dog.
At the end of the day, yeah.
Is it?
Hey, it's just talk. It's just talk. I just want to talk about it. I want to talk about it with somebody who has a similar interest than me. So maybe I could.
Would you ever wear a shirt like that?
No,
I would never wear a shirt like that. And not even that I don't like white people, dog.
No, it has nothing. It has nothing to do with that.
And it got shit to do with that.
It ain't got nothing to do with that.
And when I hear this message like these people were oppressed more than these people. Nah, dog, it's the same oppression. Not only that, we're going through the issues the same, if not even. And what I mean by worse, I mean like nobody wants to be in our shoes.
No, nobody wants to be. Yeah, I mean,
because they don't like us. They don't like us. They don't like us.
Only color that matters is green, dog.
That's it.
That's the only color that matters. You control that. You control everything.
Yeah, straight
That's
up.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's who makes the rules. That's who's put in to make rules.
And to go with what you're saying with that is, you're absolutely right. Who you said that's who puts in the rules?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to be a politician. I just need to make a.
I'm far from it.
I need to make X amount of money to where I'm paying the politician.
Yeah,
like all these other motherfuckers.
Yeah, of course.
That's the backwards thinking, because we have people that have good hearts that want to come in and be like, no, we're going to come in, we're going to change the policies. I'm going to run, I'm going to be Democrat, I'm going to be Republican, and we're going to have this reform, and I'm going to do my part. No, the thing is, get rich,
and then they come
get rich, and then donate. Yeah. Get rich and donate
and put.
That's how you can make. That's the quickest way to make an impact.
Of course.
But if you ain't donating money, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah, if you come in with that kind of mind state, that game itself, politics will get you here.
Yeah. Because you're gonna have a lot harder time trying to start from scratch, especially like being the way. Like, look at the way they treat AOC. They treat AOC like she ain't shit. Like she just some fucking. But dog, she's very progressive and like a progressive thinker and yeah, she's extreme, but sometimes you need the extreme to counter this other shit. Anyways, that's another.
You want to tell me that Trump wasn't extreme?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, and not that I disagree with everything he says, but I mean, his delivery is extreme.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny because everyone's taking a piece of his delivery system and thinking that it's going to apply to them. It doesn't apply to you, dog. Like it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't in the same tax bracket for him to even look at you.
Yeah,
it's not. It's for him and his buddies, him and everybody else who's got the money to pay.
Dog, if I dissed your wife, if I dissed your wife, and I shit on you, and because we're running for something, and I just shit on you, and then when I win.
And
all of a sudden you're like, oh, you're gonna follow my policy. Oh, this and whatever. You're gonna try to take a page from my book. Like we're homies. You're like, nah, homie, you diss my wife.
That's not everyday life.
You could diss me, right? And I can get over it, right?
Yeah,
like, whatever. You know what? I was acting like a fool, or I was doing this, whatever it was, right? But like,
once you get personal and you start getting
diss
into
my wife or my kids or
things things or people
I
love,
you can't come back from.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I could never be in politics, and that's why I stay away from that shit. Too many people are too caught up in it, in the sense like they make it their personality, and they want to live by all this bullshit. Motherfuckers don't care about us. Nobody gives a fuck about us, dog.
You ain't writing anything in Washington, dog, but you make it seem like it's like you are.
Yeah, straight up.
Honestly, you probably haven't even fucking been there.
That's why I'm saying the only impact that you can make personally is donating a gang of loot.
Yeah.
And
to donate a gang of loot, you got to make loot first.
Exactly.
You got to make it yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and that's what's going to help us. So you can be an advocate for anything positive. You can do, what happens? They shut you down.
Yeah.
Or they blackball you. They try to work against you. But when you got loot, if I got loot and you got loot and we're like-minded, well, we're gonna be like, yo, we're gonna invest here, invest there, and it sounds so simple, right? It sounds so simple.
It sounds simple, but it's you gotta So, you still got an infrastructure you got to deal with. You still got all that, and that's generations of wealth of
shit that we don't know. Like, we're talking about getting rich, but we're not talking about wealth.
Yeah. I mean,
but in my lifetime, I'm just cool with being rich.
A lot of these cats, you got to remember, their grandfather's grandfather was rich.
Yeah,
and they're coming in
straight up.
Yeah, and they're like, hey, we've been good.
When I say that the formula's already set, we're trying to figure the formula out.
Exactly.
That's why we're doing this shit. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying?
We come from families that, and I always try to make this point. Sometimes that's why, and this is the reason why. I like seeing younger people than me do good things, and the reason why is because I was raised at my grandma's house, so their first generation. They were here, you know. They came over here, so they were barely learning how to live here, how to adjust, how to, you know,
deal with the racism,
how to deal,
with
yeah, how
the
to deal,
fucking
yeah,
being pigeonholed,
and just how to deal with how you live here. Because I mean, you're coming from a place that's, you know, it's a little more liberating, but then you come here, yeah, you're gonna make a little more money. However, you still have to adjust. You have to adapt.
And that's what doesn't get talked about.
Yeah,
And
that whole thing about, hey, you, why haven't you fucking learned English, motherfucker? Because I work 60 hours a week.
yeah,
Your dad doesn't have to work 60 hours a week.
yeah.
I work 60 hours a week just to put food on the table and keep a roof over there.
Yeah.
So
This
how
is
am I
America.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
America. You need to like, yo, like everyone.
How about you create a way
Yeah.
for me to learn English? If for, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the stuff I can't stand because, you know, yeah, you know, should you know it? Yeah, yeah, of course. Just so you can communicate. But
It's funny that we even have to we have to even put that in there.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's not that we don't.
Yeah, no,
you know,
of
we
course,
like,
of course.
No, like, oh no, we're gonna make this Mexico. No, that's
No,
not,
nothing like that.
It's a
Nothing like
misconception.
that.
It's a fucking
Yeah,
misconception
yeah, nothing like
that's what
that.
they think.
Yeah, they don't even want to start that because this is Mexico still. But anyway,
Straight up.
you know.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's another
But
topic. We can get deep in that.
but that's the thing. It's
a lot of
the,
butthurt motherfuckers out there. Too,
hey,
with
if
that.
they get butthurt, they get butthurt.
Kiss my ass. I
Yeah,
don't
they
give a
get
fuck.
butthurt. You could put everything you want in your comments, whatever you want.
Yeah.
But I mean, until you walk in somebody else's shoes, yeah, come on. It goes back to what, you know. I think it goes hand in hand with that Kanye thing, with your Kanye point.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we got to learn how to live, and then eventually we got to learn how we could make life better.
Yeah.
So once you start making life better, that's when the money comes, and that's when you start. Hey, that's why I'm never jealous of anybody younger than me doing great.
Yeah.
You're supposed to.
To me, I'm like, yo, you figured it out quicker than I did.
Yeah,
You
or
figured it
utilize my falls to guide your steps.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know.
Exactly.
So if I tell you don't go through here,
Yeah.
I did. It didn't work for me. I'm just letting you know. Be cautious if you're gonna get on that road.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go down that road, be cautious. I'm letting you know because if you know, you're not the same as the other person. They might be able to succeed on that road. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know from my experience, that's a shitty road.
Yeah.
You know.
And let me help you navigate through
Yeah.
it. Right. When you look at this, don't look at this as a roadblock. Think of it as a speed bump. Mm-hmm. And because I looked at it as a roadblock, and I never got past that. But if I would have changed my my thinking or had a different approach, it would have been a speed bump, not necessarily a roadblock. But us being able to give that advice to help someone break through, right,
Yeah.
to get past the next level, like kind of like cheat codes in a sense, right?
Yeah,
Or
well,
maybe
that's
not
what it
cheat
is.
codes, but
It's
like
a cheat code. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you know, like, I know one thing. If, like, I'm gonna use for example, like my kid. I know I always bring him up, but here's the deal.
As you should.
Yeah, if you want to do great at something, you're gonna need to practice. Where's your boy now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Practice. My mom didn't know, hey, the first thing about football,
Yeah.
basketball, baseball, learning how to live.
Yeah.
So now here am I. I'm like, okay,
That's part of the first generation.
yeah, it's part of the first generation thing. Yeah, you know what I mean. And then that's so it's up to us to be like, hey, do it, put those 10,000 hours in that they say.
So that's us being the vessel to transport
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
to transport
that's,
the information, right?
yeah, that's well put. That's really well put.
And what we have to do is make sure that we're guiding them in the right direction and trying to give them the best advice. But at the same time, by us trying to be in a better situation, it's like, imagine if you would have had the information in your situation. It fast tracks you, right?
Yeah,
But by you having your kids, and when you have your kids, you're like, I'm not going to make it as hard as I had it. So you make things a little bit easier for them, and then you give them the information, and they're like, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, fuck. It's almost like you're silver spoon. Like you're taken care of. You're in a
Yeah,
spot where you don't
yeah,
got to
yeah.
worry about anything. Like you got the AC. Like you can sleep good, and you don't got to worry about shit. You know, you don't have to worry about eating or like anything.
Yeah.
Like things that we had to worry about. I'm not saying that we starved. I'm not even
No,
suggesting that.
No. Because that's the whole point of progress. The whole point of progress is if you starve, he can't starve because you're not doing your job if he's starving.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
And what happens to us is usually that seed is just kind of raised like a like a silver spoon. Like,
Yeah, the
and
I walked in the
like,
snow to school moment.
Yeah,
you know?
and it's almost like how do we find that? How do we find the way to
communicate that
without them like being like entitled?
Fuck, that's a good question.
And
I don't know.
And that's the problem I noticed that we're having like with this generation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I know what my parents did
Yeah.
to put food on the on the table and to keep a house, a roof over our head. But I'm like, no. I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I'm gonna get all the shit that I wanted.
Yeah.
And I caught myself buying shit that I wanted as a kid. Now, and I'm like, let me buy it. I don't even wear the shit.
Yeah.
I don't even use
that's
it.
Exactly it.
And then I'm like, yo, Bobby, like you're still
Mm-hmm.
you ain't fucking 13 anymore. You know what
but
I mean?
it's the fact that you didn't get to do that at 13.
Yeah.
You didn't get it like the people whom you saw with it.
Yeah.
You wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You. Oh yeah. And that's the crazy part. We have such a rich car culture because of that.
That's true.
Because as adults, they're finally making the money.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they're going to fucking dedicate their life to that fucking ride.
Yeah.
Because now they can.
Yeah.
They couldn't when they were little,
Yeah.
or younger or whatever. But now, they're going to put everything. So, I mean, it's almost like that kid can't die. That kid sometimes, you can't kill that.
Is that good or bad? It doesn't have to be good or bad. Let me say that. It doesn't have to be good or bad, but like, what do you?
I don't think it's good, but I don't think it's bad either.
Yeah.
I don't, because I mean, you should always
because the kid can't die in you, right?
No.
You can't lose that.
You can't lose that, because I think that's what kind of keeps you going.
So what I caught myself doing was like straying away from myself, because like I was like, I don't want to be that person anymore, so let me completely disconnect and try to rebuild. But how can you rebuild without rebuilding from a foundation? Because you have to have a foundation, right? Mm-hmm. And so I started this like I don't know if I'm explaining that right.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
I started this disconnect, and then I get to the point where I'm like, damn, I'm doing better for myself, and life is good in this sense. But what I had given up was like the kid, my creativity, my like the creativity.
You gave
side.
up on you.
Yeah, on the shit
you gave up on you.
Like like all the like, and that's when I was like, like it was crazy, because I didn't realize it until like I like trying to identify a problem or something. To me, it was a problem. It was a problem, and like when I ended up quitting one of my jobs, and I was able to smoke again, smoke a little bit of bud, and I felt guilty. When you knew me before, dog.
Yeah. No. I see exactly what you're saying.
I started everything with fucking.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And I didn't like that. So, anyways, it's just a little crazy how we kind of do that, and we think like, oh no, we're getting ahead because this was hindering me, me, or and not saying that it wasn't, not at all. I'm not gonna. You can. There's an argument for that, right? But when you feel like you have to disconnect from that and let that person go, like let that motherfucker, like, yo, we gotta cut ties. To me, no matter what success you have after that, it's not gonna be the same, because you truly
you lost yourself in that.
You lost yourself.
Yeah, you lost yourself in that. You lost yourself in it. And I've always said one thing. You should always treat your wife like your girlfriend. And let me tell you why.
Fucking percent.
Because when she was your girlfriend, you did everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did everything. Everything just so everything was straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything.
Yeah.
You gotta treat your wife like a girlfriend, because to me that whole marriage thing is just a word. Mm-hmm. It's just a word. It's just a paper.
It's the white picket fence in the house.
Yeah, that's all it is. And it's stress. Because of trying to uphold that name of marriage.
Yeah.
However,
no.
However, when you're quote unquote dating, none of that stress is there. Because you're just learning about each other. You know, you can't lose that. Because those are those moments where you never lose yourself, dog. Because you're like, yeah, well, I like this, you know, or you know, what about you? Whatever. You know, those times. I mean, when was the last time you think a dude was like, hey, I could be on the phone all night?
I had some crazy bills when Chris was in New York. I had some crazy bills.
Yes, you did.
When she was in New York, I remember working just to pay the fucking bills.
Yeah, yes, you
just
did.
to pay the phone bill.
And this was when remember, shit, cell phones weren't banging then.
No.
Yeah, cell phones weren't banging then.
It's still 1998.
Yeah, cell phones were banging then.
Some people had cell phones, but
we
didn't have cell phones.
Hell no.
But I agree with what you're saying, dog, and
a little too serious, huh?
no, that's good. This is good information, dog.
This okay to be serious?
Yeah, hell
okay.
yeah.
Because last podcast we were laughing away.
But this is good information because this is like this is what I was getting at in the first episode when I was like, I don't care about a 20-year-old's opinion on me or my life or this.
Yeah.
Like, this is adult shit right here.
Yeah.
Like, they need to tune in for this.
Yeah.
You know, we're dropping gems. And to go with what you're saying, like, about the marriage, right, they want to teach you the outcome. They want to teach you, I don't know if that's right, but they want to teach you, like, oh, you got to be married, you got to have the house, the white picket fence, you got to have, but they don't teach you what it takes to sustain that.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be a champ. And you think you made it. No.
Nobody wants to train them.
Yeah, you got when you make it is when you defend your title.
Yeah.
They say you're not a champ until after you defended it the first time.
Yeah. Exactly.
And to go with what you were saying about, like, you know, treating your wife like a girlfriend, the minute, because what do? We get what we want, and we get content, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We get complacent, and both parties, right? And then we get into a living situation, and then you realize, okay, you're gonna do this. We realize you're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. Okay, we do this part. I do that part, and whatever. However, you guys establish your household, but they don't talk about the dynamic to keep the supervisors together.
Yeah. To keep things new.
Yeah, like
to keep things and not necessarily new, just to keep, just not getting complacent.
Yes,
not getting complacent.
Exactly, and willing to, like, to be able to understand and listen to both sides.
Yeah,
that's the hardest thing. And to me, like what has happened between Chris and I is that understanding, and it wasn't all easy. Like, oh, okay, yeah, this, oh yeah, that. Okay, no, hell no. There's a lot of stressful nights, a lot of nights.
No.
And what is it like? Yo, let's just fucking talk.
Uncomfortable conversations, uncomfortable moments.
And as soon as we start the conversation, it's just like a weight just lifted off the chest, off the shoulders. Like, and then you realize, like, damn, all we had to do was talk.
That's it.
And no, not just talk. Listen and understand.
Right?
Yeah. Because we all talk. A lot of people talk to respond.
Yeah.
They don't.
It's just, but that's all it is. It's a response.
Or listen to respond. That's what I'm saying. People say, you got to listen to me. I am listening to you. Yeah. It's like, no, you're listening to respond. I'm guilty of it. We're all guilty of it, right?
Us, yeah.
We're all guilty of it. But if I had any advice to give it'd be that: listen to understand, not listen to respond,
and then put into action.
Yeah.
And then put into action.
Yeah, and then a plan of action for sure.
Then you got to, because other than that, it's just words.
100%. Yeah.
And then you got to put into action. You got to execute.
Yeah, it's like shutting them up. Like, I'll just shut you up.
Yeah.
And then if you continue your same methods, what's the point?
It's funny.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to think that shutting people up was one of the greatest things you could possibly do. Nah, it's not, because it's like a relationship Band-Aid with anybody. That's all it is. It's temporary.
Yeah,
you just shut them up for that moment.
And after a shower, the stickiness, the adhesive just gets a little loose, and then the Band-Aid falls off.
You give that person time to think. The next time you try to shut them up, their rebuttal might get a little better.
Or if their boyfriend is giving them great information.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's it's crazy.
I said it. You're married, and your wife's boyfriend is giving her information.
Oh, he's doing everything you don't.
Yep.
Is that Joe song?
And that's the biggest thing. Oh, which one?
Oh,
Joe's hard, dog.
yeah, what's that song?
I'm so bad at remembering names and
Yeah.
titles and.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know you. Fuck, I can't think of that song.
Sorry, guys.
Right
I gotta
now.
keep putting on my glasses to see that. Okay, cool.
This because he can see.
Your boy's blind. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want
man.
the reflection of the light to blind you guys. So I'll take my glasses off.
Speaking of songs,
Talk to me, baby.
you guys. I think you guys. What do you have to say about a song?
Let me check it out.
Excuse me. Yeah, I forgot what it was. We were talking.
So I was driving around the other day, and I drive around every day. That's what I do for a living.
You and I both.
Right. So one of my favorite groups is the Midnighters.
Oh yeah, of course.
And
Classic.
the Midnighters are just like they're just my pops. My pops put me up on the Midnighters, dog.
Yeah.
If I didn't know, you know what I mean. I didn't know shit about them until my pops put me up on them. I listened to him, and it's weird because there's certain shit that he plays, and it just
Resonates.
It just resonates
Yeah,
on the spot.
Oh yeah,
And
it doesn't take
well,
much play.
I got a lot of game from my pops. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of game, a lot of music, I got a lot of shit. I was very fortunate, and so Chris called me yesterday, right? And I was stuck in traffic on the 91, like La Sierra, like
shit,
Tyler,
yeah.
La Sierra, fucking
You weren't moving.
McKinley. Yeah, straight up. We're crawling. And I'm bumping the song because I was trying to get a little playlist together for tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight is Saturday night, or today is Saturday, but tonight I'm gonna have a little get together. So I was trying to get a playlist together. That's what I mean. And I was just going through some of my shit, and I was going through my Midnighters, and the name of the joint is "It'll Never Be Over for Me."
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I bring that up is because I wanted to talk about like a segment that says or I wanted to know what is the saddest song or saddest love song, it doesn't matter, that you like to listen to. Obviously that doesn't make you sad, because Chris had called me. She's like, "Oh, I don't want you to be sad," and I'm like, "I'm not
No.
But
Yeah.
she understood because we talked about it. She's like, "I know." She's like, I know that you're not really sad, but it's just the emotion in that song, like in his lyrics, and
it's touching, bro. Touching.
It's very touching.
Yeah, it's touching, and
And if you read the lyrics online, like if you want to just read the lyrics, it's not gonna have the same impact.
Yeah, but it's because it's the way it was delivered. It's the way,
The heart is.
Yeah, the way you could. Yeah. Oh man.
That's it. You said the way it's delivered, and that's what I was telling Chris. I was like, it's in the delivery. It's in the freaking delivery, dog. And once everyone has their own song, and so that's the thing. If you guys want to, type in the saddest song, and maybe the song that touches you the most, something that just hits you, and it doesn't even have to pertain to anything in your life, and that's what I love about music so much is that, like in my relationship, I'm great, but this is like a song about a relationship.
Yeah. It's funny because
Like the way he starts the song. He starts the song. I know you've come to tell me that it's over.
Yeah.
Like that's the way. That's the opening line.
Yeah. I got you.
And I'm just like, but dog, that shit just impacts. It just hits me, and I'm just like, I sing like a motherfucker, and when I'm bumping, hopefully you come over tonight. If you come over tonight, I'm sure you're gonna see me crying, all emotional and shit, because I'm gonna have some more tequila.
What's your sign? You're a Libra?
Yeah.
You're Libra.
I'm gonna have a great night.
You're like my brother.
I might make a fool of myself.
Like that.
Yeah, dog, I don't know what it is, dog, but the music just
when
hits
they
me.
drink, when he drinks, yeah.
I mean, and I
good emotional though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't even have to. It's not even that I'm like crying over a situation. It's like I empathize.
Yeah.
With the music. That's the best way. I empathize with the artist because they're capturing a moment, a sound that's making me feel a certain way. And you know what I think? You did your job.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
You did your job.
That's the whole point.
And some people can listen to it like, it's just a song.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's just a song too.
What makes a good movie? Characters you relate to.
Exactly.
Characters you relate to.
Yeah.
That's what makes a good movie. Even if it's a fucking character that's far beyond who you are, but
it could be like an alter ego character as well, too, right? Someone that you identify with. That
completely opposite. Yeah. But still, you're like, damn. Like I could relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly same shit with music. Yeah. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Sad songs. There's all kinds of them, dog.
And
All
there
kinds
is,
of 'em.
right? There
now
is.
that you make me think, I'm like,
I really don't think you can just. Like,
there's some that I really probably can't even listen to the whole song.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's certain ones.
And it's funny too because like there's so much shit that we've heard in our lifetime that you're probably forgetting one of the dopest ones that you actually that you. It's not until you hear it and you're like, oh, I forgot about that. Because what do? We keep listening to shit. We keep collecting information, right? There's more shit that comes out, and then you're like, just like how the show was last week when we were talking about the producer the artist you would love to work with.
Yeah.
And by the end of the show, I was like, yo, Sick Jackin'. Why didn't I think of Sick Jackin' from the beginning?
Exactly.
So,
exactly. And
go,
the way the mind works is crazy because on the same note, I'm pretty sure there's a song that you hate to hear, but you actually like it.
Oh, fuck.
Subconsciously, you like
There's
it.
probably a gang of them, dogs.
Subconsciously, you like it.
100%.
Yes. There's just something about it. I don't know if it was just, it was beaten in you. You know, you were conditioned to like it, whatever. But there's songs that you hate to hear.
Or the topic. It could be the topic, but the song is good, but you don't like the topic.
Yeah. But you still, how the mind works.
Yeah.
How crazy how the mind works. Because, I mean, there's plenty of songs that, how you going to like something and hate it at the same time?
Yeah, that's true.
That's crazy. That's nuts. Oh, shit. Where you going now?
No, nowhere. We can't play nothing to get demonetized.
Oh, man. I was thinking, damn, he's going to go somewhere and we have to fucking pay an artist the $3 we made.
It's like $1.50.
$1.50.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck about us.
Nah, that ain't even it. That ain't even it.
Yeah.
That ain't even
But they
it.
will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, get on board, like, subscribe,
Yeah.
and be the first one to leave a comment, and it'll show that you were with us from the beginning.
I was for the first 3 hours. I was thinking about a fuck you moment, Doug, about a person. It wasn't even me.
Let me see.
I was thinking
Give
about
it
it. My grandma tells this story, right? That the motherland back in the day, it's not unlikely for a dude to have another home or be out with other women. And it's funny, Doug. Like this story, every time she tells it, I fucking just roll. So I guess my grandma caught my grandpa smashing.
What?
Yeah.
In action?
In action.
Just fucking
on a hillside.
Just beating the cheeks.
Just beating it up. Yeah. On a hillside, right? Literally caught him. This is back in the day.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't unlikely, Well, my grandma, instead, literally, I guess the way she says it, threw his ass off of her, and instead of whooping her ass, she had one of those Nana aprons, those black and white, brought to you by any swap meet.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. Chris was wearing them earlier when she was cooking up the pozole.
Yeah, there you go. But the ones with the pockets.
Yeah.
So my grandma's always grew her own chilies.
Oh. Sorry,
So
go ahead.
here you go.
Go ahead.
So instead of beating this lady down, she reached into her apron pocket, crushed chilies, put that shit right.
Rubbed it in. Hopefully it was all wet, so it just stuck.
Dog. It was so bad. My grandma says this lady spent the day in the river.
Wow.
The whole day. Just think of crushed,
Hell yeah. And then you just
and she
marinate
just,
that.
she just went, ugh.
Hopefully she did a...
I think she did.
She got another body on the finger.
Yeah. How the fuck are you going to get caught? First and foremost, on a hillside.
Yeah.
My gramps wasn't, he wasn't too sneaky.
Yeah.
Or he was just that sick with it.
He didn't want to be.
Yeah, he was, but damn, I was thinking, I know that lady hasn't been the same since.
Hell no.
Nah.
Can't be.
No, Doug,
But that's what she gets. That's what she gets.
For being a sucia?
What do they call? What do they say? They say playing with fire. What happened? Now you got fire crotch. You know
She ain't even Irish?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my bad. I'm just joking.
You know what I'm saying? Now you got fire. Yeah, you playing with fire. Now you got fire crotch.
Fire crotch.
Comes with the territory.
For real. Imagine that. I was like, man, I was thinking, my grandma didn't even say, fuck that lady. She said, here you go.
She was smart.
Blow.
Yeah, let me just rub it in like lotion.
Yeah, and I guess it's the little small chilies, the little round ones. These motherfuckers are hot.
Yeah.
So like, I can just.
And it's like another thing. As I've gotten older, I feel like, why am I gonna worry about swinging on someone, hurting my hands? Now that affects my livelihood.
Yeah.
When I could do something with my words.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, I could be sharp with my words. And provoke thought and all that shit.
Yeah, of course.
And then at that point, I'm still petty. We can get it. You know what I mean? Win, lose, or draw, we can get it.
Why is that? Why are we so petty? Why? What is it? What is it about? What makes you walk away from a situation that you don't feel like you won, where you're just like, I should have fucking said this. I should have just smacked that fool in the back of the fucking head. You know?
Yeah. My problem is, the hardest thing I dealt with was not being able to explain myself in like the moment that my heart rate goes up. My heart rate goes up. I was just like, fuck you, let's fight. But that's like a caveman way of thinking. I don't understand why I would go.
Your knuckles start dragging on the floor, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. Because my jaw got tight. I got all tense. Like, fuck it. Let's just get it. And it's dumb.
Start grinding your teeth.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I can't even grind teeth. I ain't got none.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, what's the point of that?
Yeah.
But
damn, that's crazy.
I don't know. You know what? I guess we'll figure it out on episode 567. We can come back to that topic, and hopefully we have it figured out by then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we got time.
We'll have a little more wisdom at that point. You know what I mean? But right now, I don't even know how to put that into words.
That's funny. Yeah, that's crazy.
Because we're raised like that. We're raised to be alphas or have the upper hand
all the time.
Yeah,
all the time. Yeah,
and
all the time.
Yeah, and it's like I don't need to have the upper hand. I just need it to be fair.
Yeah. I don't really care about the upper hand anymore.
Yeah, are you cool? I'm cool.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, I don't care about the upper hand no more.
Yeah.
That's why shit just slides, you know?
Yeah.
Shit just slides. I mean...
shit that I would fucking throw a fit over before, I don't give a... Now I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't have the... I look at it like, I don't got the time for that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even going to entertain that shit.
But, yeah, for sure.
Well, it depends. If we're at the bar...
And I got a bat...
And I got brass knuckles. I got a little bit of Bobby Vicious in me. Then yeah, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? But and keep in mind, guys, when I talk about Bobby Vicious, I'm not talking about like a drunk or someone who can't control their liquor and shit like that. Nah, this is just me.
Everybody turns into somebody else when they drink.
Yeah,
everybody. You're either nice.
It's just my filter. My filter.
Yeah. Of course,
no filter. That's it.
Yeah,
I don't turn into an angry person. I am angry. You know what I mean? I start out that way. Ain't got nothing to do with the liquor.
Yeah, you wake up that way.
Straight up. Like, fuck, what the fuck? I don't want to go to work.
You were just blessed with another day,
right?
But yet you wake up angry.
Yeah, that's why like at work, like, oh, what's up? What's cracking? Oh, I'm good. And, no complaints. Like, well, I could actually find something to complain about, but that doesn't make it valid, right? It doesn't make it valid. It's just a fucking complaint. It doesn't mean shit.
Oh, shit.
Where we at right there? Can you see that?
We're about 102.
All right. What you think? We're good?
Yeah, man. Before we start rambling, talking.
Yeah, I think this was good.
This was the deep episode. I think if you name it. Yeah, we got. I think we'll
deep throat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, deep.
No, that's too much.
Hey, deep throat sounds good to me.
Yeah,
sounds good to me.
Well, I'm always down with the deep throat.
Hey.
Sorry, guys. That's a little. Nah.
He just said that to another man.
Fuck it. It is what it is.
That's funny.
There we go. That's the way we finish the show, baby. Wanna thank you guys for staying tuned in. Hopefully, you guys stay till the end. We're trying to keep these episodes a little bit shorter now because I know the first one was a little long-winded. And keep in mind, we're learning on the fly. And we don't want to... We do want to entertain you guys, but we don't want to bore you guys. And we know everyone's attention span is similar to mine, which is like...
We all suffer from ADD over here.
11 minutes. After 11 minutes, if you ain't got something that's like capturing my attention, I'm just like, I'll go back to it.
You better jump through the screen.
Yeah, straight up, Then I go on Instagram and start looking at like, oh, look at this, look at that. No, just kidding. But anyways,
subscribe. Like, share,
and comment. Please comment.
Say something.
Just say something.
Even if you don't like us, say something. I want a rebuttal. I want to say something to you guys.
Give us some feedback.
Yeah, we suck. Let us know.
Yeah, but cool. Yeah,
that's it.
Y'all good? All right,
I'm good.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you.
All right.